Hello, chickens. This is the fabulous Adam Richard, and I have a theory.
Hello, chickens. Welcome back. Oh my God, you know what I'm loving about these two episodes back to back? So previously was Feast of Stephen, which was a Christmas episode, and this is Volcano, which apparently is a New Year's episode right at the end. We get a little bit of New Year's right at the end. But the Doctor has travelled now in 2 weeks, 2 episodes back to back twice to contemporary England, which took him, for 2 years of the show, could not get Barbara and Ian anywhere close to contemporary England. And now he's just gone there twice because he's got Sarah. I love that, the Doctor alternates between calling her Sarah and Sarah. Stephen just calls her Sarah. But yeah, just able to just travel to, it's entirely unintentional. At least this second time, or third time really, because he went to the cricket as well. The cricket was so hilarious. I love that we're still getting comedy episodes, basically. The TARDIS lands on the cricket pitch at Lord's, and it's just an excuse to make a joke about how ridiculous the cricket commentators are. When you're watching the cricket, sometimes they'll just be talking about the birds and things that they can see that are going on while you're waiting for someone to rock up and chuck a ball. You don't chuck a ball, you bowl a ball. I know, I'm not the complete Philistine. I have, I'm old. But yeah, it's it's wild. And one of them's meant to be Australian, clearly, and they're just so nonplussed by the arrival of a police box on the Lord's cricket pitch. And I'm wondering if it's meant to be the Ashes, because they're only really talking about the English, because they're broadcasting to the English, obviously. But I wonder if it is meant to be the Australians, and that's why the other commentator is Australian. Anyway, it's a whole deal. And I love that the loose cannon people have shot an actual TARDIS police box exterior with some guy in cricketing whites just rocking up to it to stand there with his cricket bat. It's really cute. Anyway, but that was a whole scene for reasons that can only be described as padding and comedy. I mean, it's New Year's Day, so they've obviously decided to go all out. They've got not only some shenanigans over at the Lords, but the Daleks have got their own time and space ship, which we know because in the chase, the Daleks were able to follow the Doctor through space and time. And then there's a really, it's kind of, you go, is this meant to be part of the storyline? Because so many silly things are happening, because, they do end up at New Year's in London in 1966. Literally, this episode is 60 years old now. So all this silly stuff is happening, but also it's there's really serious stuff. Trantis, who's one of the many space delegates, walks funny, is suspected of somehow being involved because they're developing space-time technology. I don't know how that works. It's very peculiar. So they put Trantis in with the Time Destructor, which they're going to then set off and test it so they can invade the solar system. And I wonder if the Time Destructor, I wonder if the invading the solar system is the first step before going into full time war with the Time Lords later on. I know that it was suggested that the first salvo in the Time War was when the Time Lord sent the Doctor to destroy the Daleks on Skaro in Genesis of the Daleks, but maybe this was the thing that made the Time Lords go, oh no, if they're going to invent a Time Destructor, we've got to get onto it. I don't know. It's hard to know what was going on in that meeting. They decided to send the Doctor. And that was like a clandestine sort of agency that sent the Doctor. It wasn't like, policy. It was, dodgy people down the back of the Time Lords. There are many of them. So yeah, I'm wondering if that's what's going on with the Time Destructor. So they try to kill Trantis with the Time Destructor, which is when they realize the Terranium's not real. Then they're going to kill Maverick Chen because he's given him the wrong Terranium, and he's like, no, it was real. I know it was real because it came from Uranus. Says it with a totally straight face. And I really appreciate that, Maverick Chen. It can't be. It came from Uranus. I had to pause it because it was too much. It was just, I was like, oh, given how much comedy there is in this episode, I honestly believe that, yes. Also, we've been talking all day about, I've been talking with my little friends on my science fiction group about, because the space mission that's just been on recently that we've all been watching. The one fact that keeps coming up is that outer space smells like poop. It smells like farts. It's just going in a circle. And I was like, oh no, it's like that time I got stuck up the back of the bus to Canberra next to the toilet. It just smelled of poo the whole time. Just thinking of it for days. Stuck in outer space with people like, oh, you're a bit whiffy, love. Anyway. I'm sure these spaceships they're all going on in the Dalek Masterplan have much more rigorous charcoal-filled filtration systems that get rid of the stinky poop smell. Like, because you can't open a window or light a match, ignite the oxygen. Like, it's not things you can't do in space when you've popped off. Anyway. I know it's real because it's come from Uranus. Oh my God. Anyway, this episode sent me. So the other thing, because it's a New Year's special and they figure a lot of people will be trapped at home watching television because, as we've discussed before, in England it's cold and miserable on New Year's Day. Not like here, where you go out at like 10 in the morning, you don't come back till 10 in the morning the next day. It's like, woohoo, it's hot, we're having fun. You can tell that people don't understand it because a lot of the English people who come here just go crazy at Bondi and just leave the place in a complete mess. It's wonderful. I mean, pick up half to yourselves, but please have fun. So yeah, the other thing that they've decided to do is bring in Peter Butterworth, who is one of the biggest comedy stars in the UK at the time, and he not long ago had played the meddling monk on in 4 episodes of Doctor Who. So they've returned his character just mysteriously on a planet named Tiger or something. Was it Tigra? Tiga? It had a stupid name, as did Myra and Kemble and all the other weirdly named planets. Desperous. But so this planet is just like a planet of volcanoes. It's because the Doctor points out it's a fairly new planet. Stephen goes to touch a rock and he's like, oh, it's hot. And the Doctor's like, yeah, the planet's still forming, which is why all the volcanoes. It's a very young planet. And this is the kind of science where kids learn stuff. It's like, this is a real thing, unlike this final bit of this episode, which is not real at all. But, so the meddling monk's been following them around space, which is why they've just been turning up in different places, trying to throw him off. As they thought it was the Daleks, and then they're like, no, the Daleks couldn't have worked out that the Time Destructor didn't work yet. But now the Daleks are on their way at the very end of the episode. That's the big cliffhanger. Daleks are coming through space and time. But the other thing that is delightful, there's a lot of edits in this episode because I've been coughing a lot. I don't normally edit them, but this one, oh boy, you're getting a lot of chippy choppies. I look like a YouTube video, a normal YouTube video where it just sort of flashes from one bit to the next, and you're like, what is going on with this weird video? Why is he just juddering from one bit to the next? So the other thing I loved was the Doctor using his ring to bust open the lock that the meddling monk had fiddled with earlier in the episode and said, oh, no, I've trapped you here on Tigella. Oh, that's what it was called, Tigella. Why did that only come into my head at the last minute? Is it Tigella? I don't even know anymore. All the planets have weird names. I thought Tigella was the one from Meglos with the... Anyway. They're trapped on this planet. But the Doctor fixes it with his ring. Because the first Doctor's ring, he's used a few times to get out of scrapes. Sonic screwdriver style. And he somehow uses the sun, which has, in that galaxy has mysterious properties, and his ring's got mysterious properties. So he's like, points it at the door and it fixes it. And then when Stephen calls him on it, he's like, blah, 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 blah. He goes full Harold Bishop. Like, don't question me. Okay. The Doctor gets really forceful with Stephen. Like, he's really pushy. I think he's quite toxic, this Doctor. I want to hang around with him for that long. Stephen seems to hang around for ages. Anyway, this has been an absolute thrill. Next week, I'm going to just continue on. There's only a few left. One of them exists still. Episode 10. I was right about episode 10. So we will continue. We've got 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then I'll do a full wrap-up of what's been going on. But yeah, if you've watched the new reconstructed episodes, I'd love to hear from you. You can email me at adamrichard.com.au or theory@adamrichard.com.au. Don't forget, you can also jump on the Adam Richard Has a Theory Facebook group or on Patreon. And now you can also comment on YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube. Hi, YouTube.